Dang, I forgot it was that long. Anyway, hello and welcome to another Dare Chat. My name is Daramouthe, or Dare for short, because some of you kids don't know how to say Daramouthe. Okay, it's Daramouthe, not Daramouth. All right, you're also still muted too. There we go. She's she's unmuted now. We are in the African jungles, and we see the female lioness right over there. She's trying to rub up against him, mate, but he's not responding in kind. It is not looking like a good day for the lioness. But anyway, but anyway,
Wow.
it's it's the same old song we all get. But anyway, I like to welcome on the lovely Midgstar. You just a smidge of Midge. There you go. That's how we do it. But anyway, how are you?
I'm doing great. I'm nervous though.
Don't be nervous. No one bites. Well, I mean, nowadays.
I wouldn't say no.
You imagine if you were to go to like a con and some content creator has that thing like you can lightly bite them or something for like a certain amount.
I would do it. I would do it.
You have to set it high though. You have to set it like at 1,000 or something. Like you have to pay me 1,000 up front in order to do this thing. You wanna leave the marks, you got to pay the money to pay the money.
Can't we just choose a body part?
uh, uh, that get listen, that gets dangerous. That gets
I'm
dangerous.
just saying. I'm just saying.
You wanna just say, but that's not all you're saying. All right,
Exactly.
I get the road, I get the road you're trying to pave. But anyway, so I'm guessing the name is because you feel like you're a star, even though you're small.
No.
Oh well, then what's the story behind your name then?
All right. The story actually behind the name
Uh
is because I'm a Final Fantasy fanatic,
oh,
and so Midgar.
mm,
So I was like, oh, Midgar, can't choose that copyright. All
yeah,
right, Midgstar.
Midgstar. There you go.
And then
But
everyone just called me a midget online. So then it just stuck.
yeah, because I mean, it's Midgard, right? It's Midgard, and it mid. So you're just taking the MIDG part, and then you're done the star. Okay,
Mhm.
Midstar. I thought you just added the star part because you feel like a star or something like that. Even though yeah,
See, I'm more like Pluto. I'm a dwarf
Pluto,
planet.
you're a dwarf planet, but you have a heart on you.
Yes.
You wear your heart on your sleeve.
My core is strong.
Your core is strong. I've been doing 20 crunches a day. It's strong. She is a superstar. Oh, look at
Oh,
that.
clam.
Oh, look at that. Clem, that'll be $2 now. She's charging for the couple
Oh,
minutes.
jeez. Can you imagine?
Hey, look, if you've already seen Twitch, look, they're already charging for just about everything, so you might as well get up on the game. Look, I've already seen enough women go for like the skimpy stuff and the hot tub stuff and all that. At a certain
I can't
point,
do that.
no, and you're a smart woman.
No,
Uh,
I'm too modest.
you're too well. Listen, honey. If as long as the doors behind aren't the modest part, there you go. All right, that's that. I'm always modest. That is why I'm dressed like the Amish. I don't know about that. You don't.
I like dressing comfortably.
Yeah.
Because if you have to actually dress up, you don't want to do it.
Well, and the thing for me in dressing up, like you have to dress up for like a job interview or something like that. I hate ties. It's like I'm watching a Final Destination movie right in front of my eyes. I'm trying like, and then all of a sudden it's like it costs in the elevator or something like that, and it's just no. Give me a clip on, then it'll just pop right off.
There's always a good thing with ties.
That we what? Look, I am not
Yeah, I'm
innocent.
making you blush over there.
I am not innocent by the ways of the standard, but I don't go kissing and telling like people do. Okay, some of those girls on Twitch they start kissing and telling like they've got something.
Gosh.
Did you see that thing with Amaranth that happened a while ago? I think it's still happening now. Like look, she was so first off she was trying to run away from her husband because she was whatever, and now she's
Hmm.
arguing with her husband still. At one point, do people not realize she's just a superstar trying to stay relevant?
Mm.
I mean, come on.
I honestly, in my opinion,
Yeah,
she's desperate.
she's yeah, she's getting
Most big
older.
time streamers want to
Uh-huh.
create drama,
Yeah,
all right?
yeah.
They'll actually pay people to start that drama.
I bet your husband's not real. Her husband's paid.
Oh my gosh.
No, I think her
That's just
husband's
one of her
paid.
mods.
Yeah, he's just put
Yo,
over.
streamers dating their mods. Don't do that. That's desperate.
Well, and the thing of, and it's sort of like the with like Pokemon and all them. I really,
Why?
I get why back in the day on Twitch, like the hot tub streams were big or the body painting or whatever. But at a certain point, and if you go to YouTube, there's also naked yoga too. But we're not going to get into that. But at a certain point, you're not wrong because people do tread out. I mean, it's just a natural law. There is entropy. You will eventually tread out women who, I mean, don't get me wrong, there are some hot older women that's undeniable, but not every woman past a certain point is hot, or whatever you have a standard for hot. Like hot could be a 2 or 3, or pi, I don't know, it's a number somewhere.
Pies.
um Pi is gonna, and we already passed pi day. But it's it's just one of those things where it's like, I get it, but at the end of the day, though, in me doing this thing, I don't care. I don't care about your silliness. I don't care about what you're trying to go for, because it does. Because, and I've said this many times before, is like, I do think monetization has sort of ruined what creativity is, because you start asking yourself, okay, why do they create? Right? Why does someone create something? You know, and that's all platforms. This is not just one platform. This is not just to one area. This is to all areas, because I don't know if you remember, but when what was it, when Twitter X decided to monetize, you saw all sorts of stuff. People were just trying to grab at that chain and yank it, not in a nice way either. But but
I'm
it's
telling you, people are desperate.
well, it's a change of, it's not a change, but it is a change, because again, if people understand what the path of least resistance is, they'll understand that to a degree, a lot of people will go, they'll engage posts, they'll do all the things they can to get enough followers for them to reach the monetization or whatever, for whatever platform, Twitter X, whatever that. But it is also changed because people, to a major line, don't want to do 9 to 5 anymore, or at least a big chunk don't want to do 9 to 5 anymore, because again, you have kids who look at content creators, you have older people look at content creators, and they want to be like, hey, we can make money doing that. And it's just like, yeah, but that's like a 1% chance. You're waiting for rain in a desert is basically what it is. Oh my gosh, that was an epiphany right there. Holy crap. Content creation is like waiting for rain in the desert. Wow. Oh, I need to sit down for a while longer. Oh my gosh, I think I hurt myself. Um, but no, that's just something I just came up with. But no, that's what it feels like. Content creation for many, it seems like rain in a desert, and it takes years for it to rain in certain deserts, or at all. But yeah, it is this. But anyway, how did you do this? I mean, wait, no. What platforms are you on though?
Well, I started on Twitch.
Uh,
All right. And I've been there forever.
mm. Oh, so you know what I'm talking about then.
Like, I've been there literally forever.
Uh-huh.
And my first account got hacked.
Uh-oh.
That's when hacking was very, very norm.
Yeah.
Um, this was around like 2013, 2014.
Mm-hmm.
And me being a new streamer, yeah, I didn't know about hacking.
How
Yeah,
you do
I
though?
freaked out.
Yeah. But now you do though, so you're more aware.
Oh yeah,
Okay. And then you're on Twitch. I think your bio said you're on Kick too, but are those the only places you're on?
I made a profile basically everywhere.
Even the big OF? You said everywhere. You said.
I got banned from Feet Finder.
Wow, really?
They said I had children's feet.
What? Did
Yo,
they not
just
see?
because I shop in the children's department doesn't mean shit.
Well, no, you know what? You're
Yo,
not.
that's bull.
You know what? Your life is not as bad as that one girl who had that progeria or something like that, where the cancer had blocked her hippocampus, and she basically looks like a kid, but she's like in her 20s.
Mhm.
And I mean, don't get me wrong, fun size is fun size, and for many reasons, but that's like a carry-on package that you can hold to. But the point of the matter is, though, with her, though, it's very difficult for her to live an actual life because that comes in the equation of all that stuff. And I'm just like, she's an adult, she can prove it. The look is the difference of things, but then again, a lot of things over time have had the look, and majority of not it's been overcome. But this is not one of those times we call the person who's dating her a pedophile, because it's just not what it is. It's not what it is. But the point of the matter is, people don't care. It's just the look of. And I
Mhm.
think that's the more disastrous part, is that you have someone who didn't have control, had cancer, right? That's a big part I think people forget. She had cancer and she survived.
Yes.
That's something to be celebrated in its own right. There are a lot of people who don't make it, or they have remission, they have fighting it again, a remission of fight. They have a long life. I have a family member who eventually lost their life to cancer, but she had a long life of remission and so forth. But this girl, I can't remember her name, but she finally beat it, but it took something away from her. And it's something that she's going to get looks for the rest of her life. And I imagine you get looks, like, you go around with your family and there's like, hey, so who's the third kid? It's like, oh, dirty son of a bitch. And then you start mouthing off to him in a very big mouth, and like, holy crap, where'd you teach that 10-year-old how to speak?
Well, my 10-year-old, my
Oh,
daughter,
yeah.
she's the same size as me.
Mm.
So it's
So the real question is, have you tried to do the tall man in a suit yet? That's really what. Oh, this is we're both one person here.
I probably could with her
uh,
because she is tinier,
uh,
but that's probably about it.
okay. Well, it's worth a try. But
I want to though.
yeah, there you
Can
go.
you imagine?
Sneaking your child into something rated 18. That's very
Yeah.
bad. That's very bad.
So we're gonna go watch an R-rated movie. Horrorflix, let's go.
Yeah, kids, I can't let you in. I am 36 years old. Boy, man, I've never heard a 12-year-old talk like that before. You know what? But you know what? It's those are the fun bits. But yeah, you kind of feel sorry for that person because they had no control of what happened to them. But um, I don't. I just remember hearing the beginning of things, but I don't know where she's at right now. But it is kind of ridiculous. It is a very ridiculous thing when it can be proven of one thing, but you can't outdo the other. And so for someone who is basically a small person, a midget, a dwarf, a slink face, I don't know what else they call you,
Slink face?
tiny.
I've never heard that term before. Let's go.
Well, you know what? You can use it however you want. But anyway,
Oh
but the
yeah.
point, or you could do Rainy Newman's, Little People. Little people got no reason to live. It's the song. That's basically the
Yo,
song.
we're closer to hell. All right.
Hey.
We're down to earth than everybody else.
Yeah.
Okay.
So there was I don't know if you ever saw the show House. There was a episode where there was a young girl who's a child of a dwarf. Well, there's different forms
Yep.
of it.
Seen that
Have
episode.
you
I was
seen
like,
that?
yes.
Have you seen that episode? Well, it's different. I didn't know there was different forms of
Yeah.
dwarfism. I don't know how many there are, but my thing was that I really enjoyed the part where, after a certain point, instead of house fighting with the mom, it begins this sort of like angry flirtation with each other. I'm just like, I I don't know what's going to happen at the end of this episode, but I think House is trying to go for something. I'm not sure about that.
It normally happens like that.
Wow. Is it?
No, I'm being serious. It happens like that.
Wow. Wow. I learned you know what? I am so glad I learned something today.
I don't know.
Well, and the funny thing was that the daughter had some issue with her, which could
Hmm.
help her grow normally. But I think I can't remember if she wanted to stay the same or wanted to
She
grow.
she wanted to stay the same. She wanted
Okay.
to be the way she wanted to be.
Because it was a cancer or something, right? I think it was. They said it was a cancer, which is kind of sad in itself too. Um, but yeah, no, it was just, and the lady who played the mom has been on other shows before, at least as far as I've looked. But it's always a funny thing because and of course, then you have like spina fida. It's like something with the backbone or something like that, like spina foda or something like, I can't remember what it's called, um, spinifa or something like that. But you can correct me if you want, if you know the correct technical term. I don't know it. Um, but I mean, I think that's a form of dwarfism, is it, or something else?
A very compressed spine.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Yeah. Because I know there's many different forms. There's the Jules Verne, and then there's yours. Um, but he's not here anymore. That is true. He was a very good actor. He was
Yeah,
a
he
good mini
was.
me. Yeah, he was a good mini me. Hey, Jack Tarlad, how are you doing, good sir? Um, so I mean, for you, right? Because you are a midget, small person, slink face, whatever you want to call yourself, um, an Aboriginal. I mean, I can go down the list of names if you want to keep me going. Funtime McGee. I mean, this could just keep going on and on and on.
I am a fun time, I'm telling you.
Hey, that's what she said. Less Snickers, more Milky Way. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Hey.
exactly. Exactly.
See, spina bifida. There we go. Jack said it. Spina bifida. I think that's right. Spina, spina bifida. How can you see the look on your face? Like, no, that's not how you do it. You're just like, oh, you sweet thing. You need to hush it up. Okay, I'll stop. Okay, I'll stop. Um, but I mean, you live with this sort of like, what are you, like 4'11" or something like that?
I am 4'10".
Oh,
All right.
okay.
But
So I
in
was one
order for
off.
someone like me
Huh?
to be tested for dwarfism, I had to wait until I was 25.
Jeez.
That's when the body stops growing.
Right.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
And then I have to go through a whole bunch of testing.
Ah.
Went through all that. I do fit the criteria.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Because it is 4'10" and below.
Mm-hmm.
But because of my neck, I went down.
Ooh.
I'm 4'9".
4'9". Well, I mean, that's one. Yeah, that's not too bad. Like 4'9" is nothing. You know.
No, it's my neck. It's
No.
horrible.
No, it's all right. I mean, you're still tall enough. You can't ride some rides, but you can
I could
ride.
ride all the rides. What do you
Oh,
mean?
oh, some have like, you have to be like 5 feet or
I
something.
have the risk of falling out.
There you go. Help me.
Which is really funny whenever I go on a roller coaster,
Uh-huh.
especially with one of my kids. That's
Mm,
why I don't ride roller coasters anymore. I don't.
right.
They'll look at you
Uh-huh.
and they'll be like, "You do have the risk of falling out."
Mm.
I'm like,
Thank you very
okay,
much. I'll ride the ride. I
I'll
think
fly.
yeah, I'll be flying all right.
Yeah, I'll join my squirrel friend and I will fly.
Flying squirrel, that's right. Or sugar squirrel, I can't remember.
Sugar
Um,
glider.
Sugar glider, that's right. Sweet as can be and will not gnaw your face off if forced to.
Only a
Um,
little bit.
oh, a little bit. But I mean, so you've had to live with it your whole life, and that's your thing. So, like your perspective is going to be wholly different than mine because I'm like 5'7", which isn't really more people want to.
Average.
It. Wow, thanks. You know what? I'm just gonna walk out right now. And you just look at me and you say everything's average. Like, wow,
Average.
man, I didn't know I'd be downplayed by a small woman today. Whew, man.
Ow.
Yeah, I have. the problem of being too big for rides. Well, that does suck, to be honest.
Come,
Because
you want to talk about it?
oh, the sadness.
No, no.
Oh,
Are we talking about big or big?
hey, hey, Vic. She's so great, but she can also be so bad. Oh, good lord.
Duh.
It's like the Wolf of Wall Street, where they see that gift and you just like can't handle himself. But hey, you know what? I would agree. But the point of the matter too is it's sort of that you do have a different, because there was a show. Actually, there was a show a long time ago. I think it was like on TLC or something like that, where it followed a family of Smalls, and they have regular sized children.
There was little people.
Little people, that's right. They had one son who was a small, but their son and daughter, they had a son and daughter who were regular, and so you do have that kind of thing. But it does kind of lend itself to having an interesting conversation about the perspective of, I mean, I imagine that have women women the little women have a better time, have at least a little better time than the men do, just because they're female and all the good stuff. But I might be wrong. So from your perspective, because you are classified under that small space, what what has your perspective of life been like?
Oh, very fun.
Very okay. Well, that's a very vague open space. I like a
All
little
right,
more than
all right.
just like here's a diving board.
Let's put it like this, okay?
Mm.
Some things can be painful,
Uh,
but it's still good.
oh, so you bit somebody. Okay, I understand. She was like the attack dog.
Yo, I'm like a little chihuahua on steroids, okay? Leave
Okay.
me alone.
So, but I mean, you went to school and all that sort of stuff. So it's just
Mhm.
like you were like Miss Boss. You just like F you guys, stuff like that.
No,
Oh, oh, you weren't like that at all.
no.
No. Was so I don't I don't know where to go with this at this point. So you weren't so it wasn't as bad as it would be for some people, is what you're saying. Like you had fun with your life as is.
Oh, yes.
Okay. Wh-
So the questions when I was asked, like during like middle school and high school, were
Uh,
interesting.
can you fit in small areas? She's small, but how big are too? Well, that's good. That's good. Big things come in small packages, or big packages come with small things. It depends on what you're looking at, which can be very difficult. But so, what were one of the questions you got? Like
Can
they
I
would ask.
fit into a locker?
Well,
Now,
duh,
in my
yeah.
school, we
Mhm.
had half lockers.
Oh, well, that's a
All
different
right.
story.
I fit in that perfectly.
Oh my.
All right.
Um.
So once that was done,
Uh.
um, the gym teacher came in and can't have that, suffocation risk, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
All right. She made me sign up for cheerleading.
Oh.
All right. She's like, this will make you more occupied
Oh.
than stuffing in your lockers. And
What was that? More
yeah,
occupied.
when you would go into a locker and
uh,
just shut it slightly, all right,
uh,
so it wouldn't lock,
yeah.
you could ditch class.
Yes. Where's the small person at? I don't know where she went. She's in the ceiling somewhere. Like
So,
a mouse.
yeah,
Squeak, 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 squeak. Um. Okay. Well, that's interesting. So you did cheerleading then? Is that
I
what I'm
was the one
hearing?
getting tossed up in the air.
Ah. Well, at least you were caught though. Otherwise, you exactly wouldn't be here. So
I
that's
fell a couple times.
oh, that sucks. That's awful. You trust in your
Oh, it
team.
was fun. Broke
Well,
a girl's wrist, broke a girl's nose.
God, what is wrong with? Why are you so feisty?
No, when you're getting tossed up, like limbs go places.
Were you like? Was it because they were catching you and they wasn't trying to catch you? They kind of hurt themselves, or
Hmm.
okay, well that makes sense. Because yeah, that would be. It sort of reminds me of when what was that one movie? Oh my gosh, it was the cheerleader one.
Bring it on.
Bring It On, yeah, and then no, no, It wasn't Bring It On. It was Shallow Hal. It was Shallow
Oh.
Hal when he tried
Oh,
to catch her. Yeah, that's what it makes it.
the golden rule was never let your flyer fall.
Yeah.
That was the golden rule. And I hit the floor a couple times.
Oof. Oh.
And I was like, that's gonna leave a massive bruise.
Oh. Oh.
And but you have to get back up there and do it again.
You gotta show that school spirit. Like they ain't paying you squat. You gotta show that school. What are you gonna do for a Saturday?
Well, see, I was doing gymnastics before I did cheerleading, so it was
Oh,
like a little
really?
bit easier.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
So when you were on the balance beam, you're like, I can easily do this. It's okay. No. Yes. No. No.
I've hurt myself a couple times on that.
Oh, good Lord. When have you not hurt yourself? When?
No, I fell over a cord a couple weeks ago,
Uh-huh.
and I hurt my toe. All right.
Oh. That's not as bad as like breaking a wrist though.
I've never broken a bone.
Uh-huh.
All right. So now I'm like seeing this big giant trend of
Mhm.
broken bone syndrome.
Mhm.
I've never broken a bone. All right. Technically, I've never broken a bone.
I'm a bad person.
I've broken a joint.
Okay.
All right. But I've never broken a bone.
Now, is this the I'm being bad for a horrible reason.
Yes, I am bringing a bad side out. All right. Like, I'm a bad influence.
So what was the joint you broke though?
My growth plate in my foot.
Oh, ow, gosh dang. Ow.
I didn't know about it.
Oh, ugh.
I didn't know about it until because I was in soccer. This is when I was like really, really more smaller than I am now. All right. um, and
Oh, look at that. Oh, look, Jack Tarlad coming in with a 5. All right. Well, you know what? Because Jack Tarlad, yeah. Hold on, I gotta do this. Hold on. It's not like the $5 or £5 you kept messing up there, hey Jack. There you go, Jack. Look at that. Just because of the sweet lady, and you know what? She'll even say thank you. Say thank you.
thank you.
Oh, she
Now
almost
get
sounded.
more.
No, she. You almost sounded a little too much ooh ooh there. You got to be careful of that.
Ooh.
So. Oh, that was too good. Oh Lord. Oh man, my night has been fulfilled. I gotta quit the stream. Oh man. Oh goodness. So you did cheerleading, you did soccer. So did you play any other sports than soccer?
Baseball
Baseball, okay.
did not go well.
Oh wow, that's understandable.
Well, it was like little league kind of thing.
Yeah, yeah.
All right.
Hence the name.
And I kind of hit the ball
Uh
at the coach
oh goodness sake.
during a game,
Oh my goodness.
and it was not a good spot to be hit.
Oh, why do you have to be mean like that?
I was not aiming. It just happens.
I I was gonna say something there, but I'm not going to.
I just heard the call of my let's go.
Oh snap! Um, I was gonna say something there, but I'm gonna be nice. So you played soccer, you played t-ball, you played all that stuff. What's I mean, do you do any sports still now, or are you just like
No,
no? Okay, you just like I'm done. I'm done with them. No more basketball. I can't shoot a 2-pointer. Screw you guys.
I
Hey,
could never play basketball.
what? Why is that?
Every single time I would try out, the
Uh,
coaches would look at me and laugh because
oh,
I was the short one.
I'd be like, you've never seen a feistier short one like this. This isn't a Chihuahua. This is a honey badger. You better get your
Oh my
shit
gosh,
together.
yes.
You're like a. You ever remember seeing that video a long time ago where the guy was doing like a voiceover of honey badger, like honey badger don't give a crap, stuff like that. Honey badger, oh he's going over there to that snake. Oh that snake's biting him real good. Oh he's beating it up. Oh he's drowning out from that poison. Oh he's getting right back up. that was years ago, um, but I remember that. So, well, that sounds like you had at least some productive, teen years, playing sports and stuff. So, did you do like the cheerleading stuff for long, or was it like
It
no?
was all of middle school and high school.
Oh, okay. And you're like, cha ra ra, cha, lift her up higher so everyone can see her, cha ra. So,
Yeah, it was fun. Okay, it
right,
was fun back then.
yeah. Uh,
Now it's like all strict.
strict. What do you mean strict in the sense of?
There's more protocols in
Right.
cheerleading.
Mhm.
You can't do certain things. So,
Midge should have walked out that on that court with tons of attitude and yelled, "So when's the dunk contest?" Woohoo! Whoo, there's fire in the chat tonight. I'd say that's a hole in one, but that's the wrong game. Anyway.
yeah, every game's a hole in one.
Oh. Well, not football though. Not football though. There's no hole to even do. So there's that. Um,
You sure about that?
there's, I it's gonna be a hard night tonight. Not like that. But anyway,
I'm horrible.
I'm right there with you. Unfortunately, you know the funniest thing though is that it's the easiest place to go to, but in real life, it's not. Um, yeah,
I do this to everybody. I don't know why. I'm like, gotta open up. Let's
yeah.
go.
Open me up like a book.
Yeah,
There's
yeah.
more pages in. It's like reading Rainbow, you know. Read,
Yes.
read, read you like a book. And chapter 27 was my I skipped in that chapter. Um, oh oh my goodness, but yeah, well that sounds like you haven't didn't have too bad of a childhood.
Actually,
'Cause-
I did.
oh, okay. In what way?
Um, okay.
Uh oh.
Mom was very abusive.
Oh, okay.
Like she would leave a room happy, come
Mhm.
back, and she'll just start hitting you.
Mm,
All right, no reason, no
mm,
indication, nothing.
mhm.
All right, and my my father was a pedophile.
Wow. So, wow, I made a real hard connection earlier. Oh, man, what did I step to today? Um,
The reason why I suffer from MDD is because of that.
well, MDD, what's that?
Major depressive disorder.
Oh, I thought if you put like an A in there, it'd be like mad, like Mothers Against Drug Driving, but that's that's different something.
No,
Okay, well, that's out. That's so. Yeah,
I
that
didn't know
is.
there was such a thing.
You didn't know there was a thing called mad?
No,
Oh, I'm mad.
MDD.
I'm mad right now. Um,
I can see that. Your little rosy cheeks.
oh, never mind. But no, that just there was a book I read a long time ago, and it was by pure happenstance. It was like a book laying around. It's called The Child Called It, and um, man, that guy get abused as a kid. That was just. I mean, I don't know. Yours probably just as bad, but I mean, when you get punished by having duct tape. Good to see you. Well, thank you, Sarah. Nice to see you too. When you have a parent willing to punish you by putting your face near a burner on a stove, I mean that's not really much of a parent anymore. That's just name blaming at that point, which sucks for all those kids who do go through that. But no, not only that, but having a dad who's really not much of a dad, that's awful.
So like sports and school was my escape.
Wow. Jeez Louise.
Yeah.
And now we come to the depressive side of Darachat. Oh, thank you. Oh, thank you, Duct Tape. I appreciate that. Duct Tape gave 10 subscriptions on the Rumble stream.
Wow.
Yeah, thank you, good sir. I
Let's
can't thank.
go.
Yeah. Oh, thank you. Look at that. Look at all. If you type in the chat now, you'll get one. Take it. This man is giving it away for free. He's giving it. Yeah, holy yes. Look at that. Oh, I have to do it. You can't type out.
Wow.
You can't type out from chat here. Hold on. She
Rude.
Midgstar. This is what she says. She said, There we go.
Boop.
Vote. That's right. But at least, I mean, at least you seem like able to function, at least, despite to some
Okay.
degree.
As a therapist, psychiatrist, even
Mm-hmm.
a family doctor has all told me you cannot live in the past if you
Mm-hmm.
want to improve your future. So if you're
True.
going to hold on to, oh, well, I was abused, I was a victim, I was this, I was that, right?
Mm-hmm.
You're never going to grow.
It's
You're going
true.
to have that mentality of,
Mm-hmm.
woe is me. I'm this. And then people define themselves as that,
Mm-hmm.
right? And then there's no cure for what I have. There's literally no pill
Mm-hmm.
because it's not like depression,
Mm-hmm.
right? It's literally trying to conquer your past,
Yeah.
getting over that part,
Mm-hmm.
and it kind of sucks because it took me a while to actually break out
Yeah.
and just like, okay.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. There's and it's great that you were able to, because there's some people who don't, and they take the way out that ends it. And
Hmm.
for me, I I understand the trials and tribulations of that sort of thing, but I also understand that as long as you're alive, you have one of the biggest opportunities at all to have multiple opportunities. Because as long as you're alive, you can literally change your life,
Hmm.
for the better and for the worse. Of course, it is a two-way street. Um, but it's very, if for some it's hard to see past the challenge, because I think many, when they see a challenge, regardless of what the challenge is, they see a mountain, right? And some mountains are just molehills with a magnifying glass. And the honest truth of it is that you are not free from any hardships at all in life. I mean, you could be born in a family and rich and all this stuff, but there's still a hardship in being born in a rich family. There's still a hardship in the financial aspect too. It's just a bit different aspect. The the life of things is not to go through life on an easy set path, but rather you must, I guess, you must carve yourself out of that mountain, or carve something out of that mountain in order to form or shape what it is or where it is you need to sort of go. If that makes sense, it's kind of difficult to explain because you can't explain. It's hard to explain a concept. As per day, he has great stream. Thank you, I appreciate it, Duck Deep. Yeah, look for your email, good sir. If I even know how to contact you, actually. I don't even know how to. There we go. Oh, you don't even have any way to follow your thing. All right. Um, but the point of the matter is it's just a matter of perspective. And for my end of things, right? My life has not been to that extreme of difficult. I've had family. Um, and there's difficulty there, but it's not to the extreme of, like, what you had. That's really taking a cake and calling it. Uh, that's really oh, you know what? That's taking, like, uh, the worst, the worst host ever. It's like trying to take, like, you see those prison cakes, right? And it's not really a cake; it's just made to look like a cake, so you can sneak something like that. I know, I'm horrible. Um, but it all is perspective based, and I've kind of had to come to the conclusion over time that opportunity is, all around you in some manner or form, good or bad. There is that, but you have the ability, as long as you're alive, you have the ability to have an opportunity that can, uh, make or break you.
Hmm.
And I don't. I really think people need to give the beyond the scope of that mountain they feel they have, another look, because, um, There are okay, so there are illusions in life, right? Like you can see, like you change like a shape and it turns into something, and you completely change it and it looks completely different. You know, that sort of thing. Artwork, all that sort of stuff. Life is kind of like that. You have to. Oh, I've used like a prism, right? You have like a prism. You just turn it slightly and you see something else. Um, it's just one of those things where I again I get it, but I also know that giving up means you don't get to see what you what you could be capable of, if
Hmm.
that makes sense. And I know that's kind of hard for some to see, but it is what it is. Um, let's see. Uh, what's a good? Hold on. Uh, well, if he's still here, contact you. There. Oh, I spelled contact wrong. That's bad of me. All right. But yeah, that sucks. On the basis of it, it just sucks. But I mean, you're here. Glad you're here. Glad to see you live and well, and very spunky, which you are very much feisty, more so. But spunky, I'd rather go with because I'm gonna get in trouble. You know, when it turns into something else, that's when you know you need to turn off the cameras. Um, but yeah, no. So you're kind of here at this point, and you still experience your stuff, obviously. But I mean, so you say you've been doing the Twitch stuff, and forever for quite a long time, with
10
Twitch,
years.
10 years. So like, I mean, what keeps you drawing back to do it though?
Oh, new friendships.
Oh,
That's
okay.
it.
New friendships.
Now, if I wanted to become partnered, all
Mhm.
right, like everybody's like partnered, partnered, partnered.
Yeah.
You want to start slow. All
Hmm.
right. If you want to go partner right away, you don't build connections. You start
Hmm.
erasing people from your memories.
Hmm.
I can go to each person from when I started
Hmm.
to now. I can
Hmm.
go to each person and be like, hey, what's up? All
Hmm.
right. Don't build fast.
Yeah.
Like that's the whole goal of it. Don't build fast. Go slow. You have more connections that way.
Yes, yes, it is true. Well, I wish I could say the same. Some people that I've had on have ended up blocking me for some apparent reason. So there is that. It's one of those things, like I do that because I've had on over 200 guests. So you are one of over 200 guests that have been on here, and that's something. Yes, ain't she pretty? She's pocket sized, so she's ready to go.
Let's
But
go.
don't give me that. Don't please don't give me don't give me
Let's
that.
go.
Don't give me that. Um, but dang it, son of a bit. Um, oh hey Steve, nice to see you here, good sir. It's been a while. Um, but yeah, no, I mean, I've had on over 200 guests, and I did this thing because I must be sunglasses. Why they block you? Hey, you know what? I wear them because I want to.
Yeah.
Because I can, and they're part of the brand thing anyway. So, but I do take it off like when I do the premium thing for the creator program and for Rumble. But oh, where was I going? No, sorry. I've had under 200 guests, and there have been a few that the blocking is crazy work. And I don't understand either because they don't tell you. They don't tell you. They don't. They just block you for some apparently. Like sometimes it's association with someone, which I get,
Yeah.
but you can't.
There are
You.
so many people that were blocked because of me.
What's up? Hey, Bob. Um, I see you. You're awesome. Don't know why. I don't understand either. My thing is like, if I've done something wrong, I'd at least like the opportunity to make amends because I'd like to be able to talk it out with them. You know, because some of these, again, some of the people I have had on, there's been like a very few who've blocked me, and I don't get I can't get an answer of why. I can't anymore get an answer of why, but I can't get an answer of why. And I'm just sitting here like, so what was it that finally broke the camel's back? Blacksmith Future like, that is not true. That is not true. You're a mod on the YouTube side, so don't give me that, good sir.
Wow.
About to sack the quarterback. He's getting blacked. Hey, you know what? You know what? Can't fix it if you don't know why. Yeah, exactly. And that's the silliest thing. Is like the whole sphere of content creation I could give two shites about, because it's filled with hierarchy, it's filled with elitism, it's filled with high school drama, it's filled with egoism, it's filled with all the things that you don't really people. I've seen this too. There are a lot of content creators who say, hey, I play this game to escape, I do this thing because escape. You don't escape squat, because you're in a sphere that includes almost all the things you're trying to escape. Your job has a form of hierarchy, your job has a form of egoism, your job. What are you escaping into the content creator sphere? I get to play a game. Well, that's great, but what are you escaping? And that's another thing too. Is escapism really isn't escaping, because you're not
Hmm.
escaping. You're just delaying something else, and that's up to the individual on what they're delaying. But I won't talk about that. But it's the weirdest thing where you find out that you've had this person on to have a conversation. It was great, it was great the last time. You really haven't done anything to kind of disrespect or whatever. But social media, right? You read words, and that must be the thing instead of asking. And and it turns into like you can never ask them to come on again, because they're like, nope, too bad, so sad. And it's like, what is this? What is this thing? I don't give a rat's behind about anyone's drama. I've had at least deal with a few, one behind the scenes, one in front of the scenes, and I could give shite all. Listen, all of you, I don't give a shite about your drama. I don't care. I don't care about the whole content creator sphere, because at the end of the day, it doesn't matter. Hey, guess what? One day soon, well, I would make a bad plumber because I'm okay. Okay, that's a gold star right there. That's
Yes.
that's a gold star. I have to give that one a gold star right there. That's a gold star. Native, you win. All right, that's for you. There you go. That's for you. Um, but it's like I don't. I came into this thing not knowing how I wanted to do it, and now that I find this conversational thing, I can reach across boundaries. And I'm not trying here to just disrespect anyone or whatever. And I understand there are certain things of that happen that I'm not involved with, but at the end of the day, though, guys, we're all on the time clock here. I like to tell you something right now. You're all on the time clock, and you don't know when that clock's going to ring you up and say it's time to clock out. You barely. I did it this way. You barely. So to preface this, I don't know if you remember, like back in the day, they used to have like these time cards. Put them in, punch them, and all that stuff. Okay, so yeah, so that red read and roll game got him. Hey, you come into my store, you're gonna get it. But platform, uh, I don't care. Thank you. But the hey, Laura, how you doing? But the point of the matter is, though, it's like, you're gonna be dead one day. What is this? What
Hmm.
is this? What does this all mean? I get it. If someone slighted you, there was a misunderstanding. There's stuff like that, But I don't care. I don't care. I'm here to talk to people about. I'm here to have conversations with people about whatever. I get if maybe I talk to someone and another person slighted, or oh look, there you go. Look, congratulations, Horror Stream. You got a membership. Congratulations. But I don't care. I make friends everywhere. Yeah, it's kind of hard to. Well, I don't really say friends everywhere because that kind of gets you in trouble. But it's like, and even saying not caring is sort of like caring in its own right, because
Uh-huh.
you're trying. I'm just someone here is trying to do this thing without causing too much of fuss, because I think there's a worth to it. I think there's a worth in having conversations with people. Doesn't matter who they are, about whatever, even if people you think are your enemies in that perspective. But I'm going to tell you what, your enemy or considered enemy is as human as you are, and they're gonna be done one day. So who's the enemy?
Yep.
I'm like, I'm like, I can't, I can't wrap my head around it, and I know it's kind of a bitter rant, so I apologize, but it's just this thing I came into because I had the thought of why not try it, and I didn't know where to go. I started gaming and all this stuff, and then I come to this point where I found this thing that clicked, right? Like in life, right? Yeah, I'm pretty sure you probably went to college to some degree, or did you not go to college? Did you go to college?
I go to
Yeah,
college.
did you go to college?
Yeah.
Yeah, life of the party. Um, but hmm, uh, but I mean, life is fun. Life is making sure enemies, not friends. Yeah, I just do you. Smash you, booze you. Yeah, that's why I try to do it. I was human once. I think Steve, you're always human. You're just a very tired human. Um, but no, it's just like this. I didn't see a lot of people do it, and I did started doing this thing of conversational aspect because something just clicked. And it's like in the traditional way of life, they usually tell you, you go to college, find your thing and all stuff. I'm like, I don't want to spend $100,000 to find what it means to for meaning in life. I drove past a college once looking for the sorority house. Wow, that was a downturn right there. That was a downturn. They're younger than you are, NC. Calm it down. But um, I enjoy this conversational aspect because I'm not tied down to topic centered streams. And I've said it, many times over. Because how cool is it that you can get the opportunity to talk to people halfway across the world, and it's like they're live right now. Like I've talked to people from Australia. You want to know what it's like talking to Australia there, right, mate? You told like go down to the left, right? You go down the left right there, and you see a dingo, right? You see a dingo over there, and it's like it ate the baby. And it's like that's not the dingo; it's the other dingo right over there. Um,
I want to go to Australia, but only during spider season.
well, they do say it's land down under.
Huh?
Hey, hey,
I want to see the spiders.
well, technically you're small enough, and you can be creepy crawly. So I mean,
Why do you think I play Grounded?
what? Play grounded? What's that?
It's a game.
Am I gonna regret asking what the game is?
It's short people. You're shrunk down to
Uh,
basically insect size.
right.
Uh,
And you get smashed?
no, I kill things,
Oh, that's just harsh. Um,
and I have an ant.
uh,
A little pet ant.
oh, look at that. She gives the pouty face and it was like, my queen, have $5. Um, but yeah, it's just it's a lot of it's content. The content creator sphere is an amalgamation of all the things: elitism, egoism, high school drama, all sorts of stuff. It's not just one thing; it's many things. But at the end of the day, I don't care. Um, I know I do this thing that doesn't get a lot of views or whatnot, but I get the biggest opportunity that I don't think a lot of other. If you have a big name, you get probably more opportunity than I do. But I get one of the biggest opportunities in that I'm not tied to just having creators on.
Yeah.
This is not a creator only show off. I mean, you're. Let's be honest, we're showing off, but that's a different point. But the point of the matter is, it's not about just creators. It's about the connective ability across the table. You eat at a dinner table with your family. You have conversations about what you did in your day or whatever, or not, whatever you want to do. Or you have a friend and you go to like an old timey diner, which I kind of like more than a very
Same.
fancy or a very fancy restaurant. Dear, look at you, oh prim and proper, right over there. um, get smashed means to get drunk or stoned. Well, thank you for pointing that out. She's looking at me with those eyes, and I need to quit it. Um, but it's just one of those things. I have one of the greatest opportunities in the world, and I don't regret it because I do have a full time job, so this is not like my money earner. But I'd rather be doing something that allows me this opportunity with creator or non creator like, rather than someone whose top goal is to like let me get the $1 million button, let me get the $10 million button. I don't care because I would rather have word of mouth than algorithm of mouth or mouth of algorithm. That came out wrong. That's not the first time. But the point of the matter is that I'd rather be someone who defeats the algorithm through the word of mouth sort of thing than rather rely on it forever. Smoke before vaping. Oh, he's asking, what did you smoke before vaping?
Yes, I did. I was a very, very heavy smoker.
Oh,
um, I was like a 2 pack a day kind of girl from the age of 11.
wow. Well, what you mentioned earlier makes
And
sense.
I am on day 1100 of being smoke free. Yes.
A round of applause in the
Yo,
chat.
honestly, don't take any of the medication that a doctor gives you when it comes to trying to quit.
Mm,
It,
yeah, there
it,
we go.
it literally, it will kill you.
Sweezius is given the congratulations. There we go. Nice job. Look at that. Sweezius, like of course, I had the Sweeze on yesterday.
Yeah,
He's very good.
I was watching.
He didn't speak like Yoda though. I was very disappointed because you have a picture of Yoda. He doesn't speak like Yoda. I was very disappointed. Glad you were able to quit it then. Yeah, exactly. I think
Yes, when cold
it
turkey.
went cold. Well, it was so cold it was ice.
Well,
Um,
I tried the gum, I tried the patch, I've tried the medication, I've tried everything on the market. Nothing worked. Nothing. I literally just woke up one day and I stopped.
yes, that's good. I
And now I
was
have this thing in my mouth.
that was gonna lead me to say something. That was gonna lead me to say something awful, but I dare not. I'm such a bad
Oh,
person. I would put it. Look here. I'd put it in the private chat, but I respect my guests, so I'm not gonna do that. And you're female too, so I
ah,
don't want to scare you off.
females don't exist anymore.
Oh, pray tell, what are they now? What you said they don't exist anymore, so what are they now?
I have no idea.
what?
We
What?
don't even know the definition of a freaking woman yet,
Uh,
so I'm still trying to figure this shit out.
hey, I understand. I quit cold turkey, because I take things literally. Oh, you quit cold turkey.
I mean, hot turkey.
when they empty, you get free batteries out of them. That's true. That is true. Um, but yeah, that's great. That's a good thing because I think it's sort of in the way of like with like alcohol and stuff. I've been I've never drank in my life because I've seen too many examples of where people say the word moderation and they throw that word out the door when it comes to a point. Words are only words, and it's true. But you have to put action behind it. Smokers are better in bed, no doubt. I'd like to breathe while yeah, I'd like to be able to breathe. I don't think kissing a smoker is a pleasant ordeal.
I think I know exactly what they're going for.
Oh, anyway,
Oh, this is good. This is getting good.
yeah. Well, I'm not gonna even tell what I
I
was gonna
told you
say.
I'm a bad influence.
I'm even worse. Don't get me wrong. I'm even worse. But anyway, it is the top of the hour, and of course, what happens is I set aside some time for me and my guests to promote ourselves.
Aw.
So yeah, well, I've done it with even with people who don't content create. Sometimes it's like give like a word thing here or there. But let me check, because I do post on both my. Nope, I don't want to open that up. Let's see. Yes, I did post your link tree on both Rumble and YouTube. But since you are so good at selling yourself, not like that, the floor is yours.
What?
Yeah. So you're promoting yourself. You're promoting yourself is what I'm saying.
Ah.
Come on, you could do it. Come on, don't give me that face. You could do it.
Well, I'm on Twitch Tuesdays and Thursdays,
Okay.
5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I didn't
Mm-hmm.
do it today because like of this.
Mm-hmm.
So
Oh well, I'm sorry. I'm taking away your
nope.
time.
Streaming's a hobby to me.
Oh.
I don't expect anything from it
Mm-hmm.
but friendships.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so it is just a hobby.
Mm-hmm.
Try
You read that.
grandma.
I'll read it. We'll read it later. You finish your promoting first. We're reading.
But I'm sometimes on Kick.
Mhm,
Kick has gone iffy.
mhm.
Too many two-faced people there,
Well,
so
I'm
it's a
pretty
little
I'm,
iffy.
I'm pretty sure that's why it's called Kick. Anyway, keep going. Sorry.
But I will try out Rumble. I do have a profile on here, so I might try it out.
Is
But
it is
yeah,
it with like is it with like your like a head? No, never mind. I'm not gonna say that. But anyway, yeah. No, no,
but yeah,
bad.
you can always find me on Twitter. I'm
Uh,
always on Twitter. All right, just I'm always a DM away. If ever anyone ever needs me, I'm
mhm.
literally just a DM away.
Whew, boy, she's Louise. He tries to sell me every week. No, I do not. But you look, it's been your first. You haven't been here in a while, Steve. I don't know what you mean by every week when you're barely here. Okay, this is like your first
You can
time back.
sell me.
I
I'm
am
kind
not
of
gonna
expensive though.
worth every penny. Yeah, get used to it. Yes. But yes, her link tree is down below in both Rumble and YouTube. It will have all our things there. I had to make sure first I had your Twitter X in there first because I didn't want to like add that. But I use a link tree as well. But it's great for having all your links in one place because
Mhm.
it's ridiculous. But yes, she's all her stuff, and of course she's just as pretty as a peach for coming on, even though she'd rather not gonna say it.
Exactly.
But yes, links down below. So give her a look if she's worth a follow. Why not? Because you can't. She has a pretty face. I will say that she has a pretty face. So and she did the ooh earlier, so she does kind of, she does try with the cuteness, but she has some very strong other stuff. But anyway, time to put somebody on layaway. Giggity. Well, she's costly. But anyway, from my end of things, whether you're on the Rumble side or whether you're on the YouTube side, doesn't matter which one. If you wouldn't mind leaving a like, sharing the content, leaving a comment or follow, anything that helps the engagement factor is much appreciated because at the end of the day, not only does it help in being seen more, like all content creators want to be on any platform, right? All contenters want to be. It also helps in having other people on, like like the midgy person over here, like Slinky Face, um, or the Sweeze from yesterday, or Clem the Sim. I've had him on too, and so many others. And Jack Tarlad, of course. Duct tape. I'll get to you some one day. Um, but I just enjoy kind of reaching across the table, talking to whoever. And I know some people have their differences, but at the end of the day, my show has always been about talking to people across the way. Um, if no, if the person I'm bringing on hasn't done anything to me, then there's no gripe or anything like that. Again, I don't. I I was surprised to find some people who blocked me, but at the end of the day, one person against millions kind of seems small after a while. And what the door is still open for them if they ever want to come on again, but can't force opportunity. It is either there or not. But anyway, any help with the engagement factor is much appreciated on either end because I'm on Rumble, YouTube, and of course I have a link down below as well. You can go there, find my Twitter X. You can find my email. I have a Discord thing, but it's mostly just for DMing because I don't have a server. I only have so much mental uh, bandwidth capacity, whatever, because I have a full time job too. So I'm not gonna spend all day trying to be like all those like media kits and all those things. Like, great, I get you want to make this a business, but even businesses can fail. So there's that. Um, the day of feminism. Well, I don't know. Do you want to answer that or no?
It's stupid.
There you go. The lady has answered. The lady has answered, and she has said it is stupid. Next question. Um, but also I have a few other things too. Uh, come on, hold on. Um, a For the next few weeks until the 27th, I am doing a um viewer survey and a creator survey on Rumble. It's a my ability in collecting data from viewers and creators on Rumble, about Rumble, whatever, and it's it in the end in turns turn into allowing people to see visual data on what people are saying instead of relying on what some people are saying and thinking that's the majority. So, uh, so the first Here we go. So this is the one to the viewer one, and then the next one is to the creator one. Again, if you only view yourself as one or the other, that's fine. But at the end of the day, it's just about collecting that data. And if you view yourself as both creator and viewer, guess what? You can take both. I do not care. What I care about is that this collects data to show visual data so that everyone has something to see instead of just like relying on word of mouth, which isn't always to rely on. So there's that. There's both viewer and creator. And of course, the last thing I have is a while back. Of course, I am. Rumble is doing their creator program, and I am part of it. Even though I don't know how to sell or market. So there's that. I'm probably a detriment to my own self. But a while back, on Twitter X, there was a company. There's a company called Proton, and they were offering an ability to be part of their partner program. Now, what Proton is they are a privacy security sort of thing. So like they have email, they have mail thing, they have a VPN thing, they have a storage drive thing and all that sort of stuff. And so I just applied to because it's like sure why not, right? Like I don't know if I'll get it because usually those kind of companies are looking for like numbers and selling and all that sort of stuff. And so I went to go and try it. And it was on the weekend, and so when the one day came around, I have Proton email. See, there you go. There's one. But when it came around, when Monday came around, but I don't use it much. Well, that's understandable. But when time came around, Monday came around, and later in the day, I went to look, and I got an email from saying that you're in. And I'm like, are you sure about that? But anyway, so what it is, and I'm posting the link in the chat. So what it um, is you can go to the link and you'll see a whole bunch of different stuff about what they do. But basically, Proton is based in Switzerland, home of the probably the highest scrutiny of privacy laws they have. They have different other products as well, but I'm just focusing on the mail part. And so what Proton Mail does is that they help in protecting against scammers and spammers. Like if you have a Gmail account, you understand how many spam mails you get, especially if you have YouTube, you understand. They kind of help protect against that. Now, maybe something sneaks through or whatever, but they will let you know if it's a spam or scam. And always, this should be the most important rule of any email thing you have. Read first, act after. Do not get in a rush. Do not get upset emotionally. Read first, act later, because I got an emails from a government thing saying, "Oh, I owed money on tolls or whatever." And so I was like, "Oh, I could have rushed and been like, click the link or whatever." Don't. Don't click any link. Don't whatever you do, because those things are real. Trillions of dollars are lost every year or taken every year by scammers. By scammers. Mostly by old people, right? Mostly by older people, but still, people get hit and it's rough. And they help protect against that. There's another thing too. They allow you to use an alias email. So guess what? You want to sign up for um, a company that offers like toothpaste and all that sort of stuff for you. Like you want Amazon. You want to sign up for Amazon, right? Guess what? You don't have to use your actual email. You can actually use an alias email, and it will redirect any mail you get from that to your actual email. So you can and you could it helps protect you in that regard as well. And another thing too is like they clean emails of email trackers. I didn't really know much about that, but again, if you go to the page, the link will take you straight to the page. It will tell you more technical stuff. Look, I don't know the technical jargon, but I really am just trying to promote a product that I use on a daily basis, and I know it's great for. Um, won't those aliens be upset that you're using their emails? I lost the plot. I lost the plot. But anyway, they offer a 30-day free guarantee thing, or can make a free account and let that be that. But yes, I can earn something off it. But again, I'm not a good marketer and I'm not a good seller. So look at me earn 5 cents. So there's that. But anyway, I do like the Billy Mays thing. I promote a product I use because I wouldn't promote a product I didn't use. So there's that. And I don't know if you know who Billy Mays is, but it's like the OxyClean thing and all stuff. Billy Mays here, OxyClean. Oh, hey Neuro, how you doing? No, oh, you said alias emails. Alias, alien. I got it, but that's a bit of a reach. It's a bit of a reach. Now, there was a show called Alias back in the day with Jennifer Garner, if nobody knows. But that was a long time ago, and that was ABC, ladies and gentlemen. ABC. And thank you for that, Neuro. But anyway, give it a look. You don't want to do anything with it, that's fine. But at the end of the day, I'm promoting this thing that's about privacy and security, and it helps. Um, it helps people with different areas, so it's at least worth looking into. So, and look at that, Neuro got a gift membership. Look at that. But anyway, but yeah. So there's that. I I I've been in that situation where someone said like maybe you should open like a merch store or something. Like one, I wouldn't know what I would sell, probably like a hat. But I'm like, I really and you, I don't know if you do this too for yourself, like a merch store or what. But I really can't, in the essence of, do that because I know it's mostly done. Oh, there she is. I see you. I see you now. I see you in the chat. Now I'm following you. There we go. Follow
No,
her. That
no.
way, that way you can. That way she's like, I got 100 people on Rumble. No, I'm not joking. I'm joking, but I will put her link in the chat because obviously, of course. So that's her Rumble. There you go. There you go. Look at it. Don't look at it. Doesn't matter. Up to you. Betty Boop. Oh, look at that. Um. Boop boop doop. But yeah, I just really can't. I can't justify within myself in doing a merch store because it's so many people doing that already. So many content creators who do that for their stuff. And I'm like, what? I get it. Make a business out of whatever, but what really is content creation anymore? What is it? Because I don't know. I keep seeing people wanting the money side of it, even though for me it's just a bonus. But I don't know. I don't know anymore. You've been doing this you've been doing this. You've been at Twitch since what? Since it was Justin TV then?
Right after that.
Right after that. Okay. So from your perspective, because you're only on two to three platforms, I think. Um, from your perspective in doing this, what has been your experience been on the platforms you stream to? Like, what is the difference comparison sort of thing?
Mm, Probably about the moderation team.
Hmm. Like, not saying.
That's literally that's it.
Mm,
Um, like Twitch, they have a great moderation team,
mm,
but stop with the automatic shit. Like
mm,
automatic shit. That why? All right, Kick. They don't answer anything.
mm.
All right. Haven't tried Rumble yet, but I will.
Yeah, you don't have a YouTube. No, she does not have a YouTube. She does not have a
I
YouTube.
should start one though.
Up to you. Look, um, I've always told people that um, multi-platforming oneself is going to be the future because, unfortunately, trusting all your stuff to one platform gives that one platform too much power. And we've all heard the stories of YouTube, right? You know, a lot of people that get banned for no reason, they get their content taken out for no reason or whatever. But YouTube has shown that being on one platform, no matter how good the money is, no matter how good the reach is, it shows that being on one platform is not ideal. Now, obviously, I'm not telling you to be on every platform. That's just dumb. Be on as many as you can handle, right? Be on as many as you can handle, even if it's just two, which I do. I just do Rumble and YouTube, but be on as many as you can handle, and be mindful that who's really the thing of doing this? Is it the platform? Is it the content creator? Yeah, well, there's also another platform that does that too. Redpill.net does that as well, but it looks kind of janky.
I
Um,
have an account on there too.
yeah, see, she's all over the place. See, I'm gonna.
If you find an account like any kind of streaming platform, make your name automatically. Make your name.
Yeah, I have a Kick account too. Yeah,
That way,
I have a Dare Twitch.
any streaming platform could be shut down. Any
Oh
of them.
yeah, yeah.
All right.
We saw Mixer, right? Yeah.
That way, you have it. It's there. Your
Mm-hmm.
name is there.
Mm-hmm.
No one can steal it.
Pilled.net. Okay. You could put the link in the chat. Um, pilled.net. But it is one of those things where now with the technology we have and the streaming capabilities we have, being on one platform is like cutting off your arm and saying it's okay.
It is okay.
Not like that. Um, Not unless you want to see some one armless man, like one arm not there and one arm here. It'd be weird, and he's bleeding out.
And then
Um,
you could be like, clap.
what's a one-handed clap sound like? Yeah. It's magic.
It's
Ooh,
magic.
yeah. Pilled.net sounds like a drugstore. Well, to some people, it probably is. Wasn't sure that's the one you meant. Yeah, that's the one I meant. Yeah, yeah. But I mean, again, being on one platform, being exclusive to only one platform should only happen if you're getting paid by them.
Hmm.
Like you can earn monetization on so many platforms that in order for a platform to have just your content solely on the platform, they should pay you more directly and not through just the monetization, their monetization thing. No, they have to pay you an exclusive deal
Hmm.
because it is there are too many options and so many tools to use those options that it's ridiculous. Oh, bulldozer on there. Well, I figured. It is ridiculous not not to have multiple spaces. It's
Hmm.
ridiculous because again, you're cutting your nose off to spite the face. Yeah, exactly. I don't think streaming can be called a stable income. They can delete you anytime. Exactly. Again, multiple places that you can handle, and don't rely on just the streaming part as a steady income. I used to do pizza delivery.
Ooh,
That's basically what it is. It's earning tips. All this is just earning
just a
tips.
tip.
Just keep it up, young lady, and you will. But the point of the matter is this is just nothing more than earning a. Oh, look at that! You got a gifted membership on Rumble. Look at that! If the stars are aligning, more or less.
Thank you.
Um, she no, you should probably done it in like that cute uwu voice. She's been like, throw him off a bit, like thank you or something like that. I that was a little too high for me. Sometimes if you go a little too high, it's not gonna work. Um, there you go. But I do think. I mean, to my, I mean, I have more on the Rumble side than YouTube, but I'm still gonna stream to YouTube because it's just it's still the king of platforms at this point in time. There's no way of getting around it because you can't do edited videos on Twitch. It's clips and live stream. You can't do edited video content. You can't. She. I'm whatever. How many tips did were what? How many tips did were taken? What? Word that better. I'm a little lost.
Imagine.
What kind of content did she make? The in-laws came over, so I had the stream running, but wasn't here. Oh, yeah, I don't think I've asked you what type of content is your focus.
I play video games.
Okay, okay, calm it down there, princess. We don't need to.
No, that's what I do. I play video games. Whatever catches my eye. I like mainly story-based games. If it has a good story, I'm gonna play it no matter what.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm always up for recommendations.
Have you ever played a game called What Remains of Edith Finch?
No,
It has a good story to it. Just look it up. Just
I'm
just
going
give
to.
just give it a look. Um, I haven't played it myself, but I did watch people play it when it came out, and there's a really good but sad story to it, and you'll find out over the progress of the story what it kind of leads to. But did had you ever seen the movie Iron Claw?
No,
Then never mind.
good.
I'm not gonna be able to make the connection. I'm not gonna be able to plug things in and see where it goes. But it's just it really does. It was a game made years ago, but it really does have a good story to that. When you start thinking about it, it really is this. It really is a convoluted thing in essence. But I won't go any further. I can't type too easy. I busted my hand at the door earlier. That's my C's. Why are you busting your hand? What is wrong with you, Steve? What is wrong with you? Some crazy man over here. Um, but yeah, I'm trying to think of another good one. Um, let's see. I I do think that the God of War ones have a pretty good story, even
I
though
don't
it.
like those.
All right, what's your deal?
What? It's not a catchy one.
It's not. What do you mean by it's not catchy?
Like, it doesn't, you know, tickle my pickle, pique my interest, kind of thing. You know.
You know, you could have said the other thing too, but I guess I should commend you on not saying Paco the Taco. Anyway,
Thank you, Neuro.
look at that. Oh, well, you kind of have to politely interrupt her of doing that. Not that she will. She's a little hesitant, and that's okay. Um,
I
but
will do it.
okay, all right. I'll be there. I'll be near your stream and be like, "That's right, touch the pickle." But anyway,
Yes.
Eh,
Yes.
dude, the one thing that gets to me about Twitch is that they've allowed some pretty dastardly stuff, and the people who've been allowed that. So there was one time where there was this one person, a female, who was getting bonked off screen, but you could still see half of her on screen. Yeah, yeah. That was quite a ways ago. She was getting it was I believe it was Twitch, and she was getting bonked, on she was getting banged around, all that sort of stuff, on screen, but you couldn't see it. You only saw her face and like to this part. She's like leaning onto the side or something, and yeah, that was interesting. Um, and then of course you've had all the hot tub streams, you've had all the e-thought stuffs, all that stuff. It's just I, I get it, but why?
Honestly, my opinion,
Yes, ma'am.
all those bikini streams, hot tub streams, whatever it is,
Hmm.
right? If you show too much,
Yeah,
people lose interest.
they want to
They
be.
love mystery.
They love a good tease.
Yes.
They love a tease that
Say it. No balls.
you can't tell me what to do.
You're not my
It's
dad.
you're about to be shown to dad. But anyway,
Let's go.
screw you. I'm just having fun with her. She'll let me know. Must have been some American baby tradition. Well, at least she wasn't doing the.
That's just weird.
She was doing the Indian dance of fertility. Um, I don't know. It's just, oh man,
You missed the question.
what, I missed the question.
Hmm.
Okay, there you go. The question is yours.
And yes, I do.
Are they like? Do they like
They're girls.
what?
Yes.
You have a lot of women who creep up
No,
on you.
just one.
Just, just one.
Just one.
They say one is the loneliest number.
Literally, she has been coming after me,
Uh huh.
right? For years. Like
Uh,
years.
yeah. Yes, she is.
Mhm.
It's in her bio. I would hope reading would be a comprehension most people would do. It's actually in the description. If you pay attention to the description, it's
Read.
actually in. Read, read. It's the same description on both ends. It's in the description. Nobody reads the description anymore, I think. Americans are crazy. Brits are even crazier. Don't you give me that, Steve.
Well, that's what my stalker is.
What?
My
What?
stalker's British.
Your stalker's British? Oh, oh my, bloody hell.
Yeah, she's probably here.
She's probably.
Yeah.
Oh, you know what? I see who it is. It's that midget star person.
I know. Don't ever follow that person. She's a creep.
That midget star person is new. I have not seen that person before. That person needs to be.
Telling
Oh, yeah, that's that. You be careful, especially with a name like that. You gotta be
you.
real
Hmm.
careful. She'd be like, and all that attitude.
Let's go.
Oh, girl, don't you dare! Um, don't you dare!
You did that too good.
I watched too much TV as a kid. That's when you know. That's
Oh,
like you
jeez.
watch those reality TV shows. Like, no, you didn't. It's not me. I assure you. I wasn't saying it was you. She said a female, female,
Yeah, if you want to stalk me, all is welcome.
All
I
right,
don't
hold on.
discriminate.
What's your hold on? What's your ad again? Hold on.
I don't discriminate.
It don't just good because I will no.
Let's go.
I
Yes.
I meant that in a non-offensive way. I do not discriminate. It's only it would be okay. It'd be discriminating in the way, but that's behind closed doors. That's the only way that's gonna happen.
Yes.
That's the only way
But
it's
we like
gonna
to open
happen.
doors better. So say it.
You're too much of an exhibitionist, so there's that.
Yes.
And you're like you're starting to sound like those nude colony people right there. It's like there. It's all right there. Definite female is foggy these days. That's true for some people. Yes.
Female don't like women don't exist anymore. Don't even
Yeah,
funny.
I thought they're like cup holders. One was calling one a cup holder, egg bearer. I mean, at this point, you could just like camel rider. At that point, you could just put whatever, and that's a female.
I like being a pillow.
If
I
they- oh,
identify as a pillow now.
well,
Let's go.
uh, that's gonna be a good night's sleep. It's gonna be a very good night's sleep, and I'll forget what I was talking about in the first place.
Yes.
Um, but yeah, I don't I don't know about stalkers or anything like that. I mean, I think nowadays people just get called the SWAT on them from their stalker or whatever. Like you get swatted or whatnot, which is not it's not
Been
fun.
there.
But what? You got swatted? Did they? Okay, so first off, is this like the swatting where they took the fly swatter out and they kind of gave you a back end sort of thing, or is that completely off the mark there?
No, she got her mods to do it.
What? That's insane. I
Oh,
don't
it was
know.
fun. Dude, men in uniform are hot.
Well, I'm already out. It's too late for me. I'm already out. I'm already out. Um, I have no chance whatsoever. No uniform at all. Never mind. But it's and I've seen this happen with other content creators too, where haters or something like that. I'm half woman when I'm talking to. Well, there you go. We've already got
Let's
the.
go.
That's a breach of moderator ethics. Oh, you want to talk about moderator? Okay, so no names because it's dumb, but I was going to visit a stream of someone I've had on before. I went to visit their stream and I couldn't type in the type bar. Now, eventually things got cleared up and I could do that again. But a person from this, a person who was a mod on their channel had used their moderating powers. So the situation was is I was talking to someone or I was associated with someone to a degree and they didn't like what this person who I was associated with did something that was wrong, did something that I didn't agree with, and all that sort of stuff. And I had said so many times, but I wasn't going to just because they hadn't done the wrong to me. It was to someone else. I didn't agree with the wrong they did, but they did the wrong to someone else. But I still talked to them. I was still on a friendly term matter with them, and I was like, I was not going to just block them like many people did because of whatever. But Uh, yeah, okay. But the point of the matter is that they if I mean the point of the she boss, why do you make it as my you know, if that's the case, I
Shh.
don't.
Shush, Bob. Shh.
Yeah, whatever. But the point of the matter was is that they had abused their moderating power to block me for a time from
Mhm.
another person's channel, and they had a backroom discussion. There was nothing brought out, but there's a backroom discussion of like, did this thing because I had talked to this person and they had done this stuff about whatever. I'm like, you abused you abused moderating power you got from someone else on someone else's channel to shut me down because of something you didn't agree with that has nothing to do with the person's channel. I'm like, how do you justify that sort of thing? How do you justify using someone else a moderating power you're given to someone by someone else to on their channel, right? Not the person who's moderating the channel, the person who they got the moderating power from. How do you justify all the things you say after when you're willing to abuse power because of something that has nothing to do with the person that you're moderating for at all? How? But it's just one of those things where it doesn't make sense after a while. No, it's not an interview format. It's a
I'm more of a
conversational.
listener, Bob. I'm more of a listener.
She listens well.
I
But
take commands very well.
young lady, I will see you after class. But
Let's
but hey,
go!
this is a it's also another thing too why I've had to stop using the interview because I again putting on YouTube using hashtags and stuff. So I've stopped using the interview hashtag because this is an interview. It's a conversation. Like you can interrupt me
I call it
anything.
an interview.
Oh, you're about to get interviewed, all right? But it's just I just say conversation more because I give a rat's behind about what anyone else thinks. But yeah, it was just this weird thing where the true intention was based upon some other matters that's outside the scope, and they decided to bring it in and make it the main thing of why I was banned. And I'm just like, you think I should listen to you at all or trust you at all because you abused powers given to you by someone else? You really think that makes you look good? And I'm like, I'm here. I'm not trying to brag or whatever on anybody. At the end of the day, though, it's shite actions. It's shite actions. I don't give a rat's behind about that silly stuff. Um, but but yeah, a breach of moderator ethics. Yeah, I kind of agree with that. No, it's dumb. It's stupid. And also, if it was on YouTube, they kind of have rules about creators going after other creators. So there is that, and all that stuff. But yeah, it is what it is. Whatever. I don't talk to the person anymore. But I didn't block them because it's just silly. Um, but yeah. So you have a stalker. So that is going well.
I wish I
Um,
had male stalkers though.
yeah, but it's like it just be a creepy thing. It wouldn't.
What do you mean?
It'd be like they build a shrine to you and all that stuff, but they'd never actually get.
You've never been on Book Talk?
I don't even know what that is.
Good.
Let me mention something you should know. What is it? Don't even know what you're talking about.
All right, it's like the book, the dark side of TikTok.
Oh, is this
It's
like
called
dark?
Book Talk. All right, there's mostly women there.
Uh huh.
Yes.
Is this something that's not for kids under 18? Okay. Okay, young lady, how do you know these things? Why do you know these things?
I go looking for this shit. Okay. I have a side that lately nobody knows about.
Is this like the thing where they do like the adult questions like what are your instances, like things you like sort of thing, or is this beyond that scope?
Um. All right. I'm just gonna be blunt on this one. All
Uh-oh,
right.
uh-oh, she's throwing the blunt out there. Oh, good
All right.
lord. Yes, ma'am.
It's smut.
Well,
Book
yes.
talk. is
Mm,
smut.
mm.
All right.
Who-
It is for women.
For women by women?
Some of them do make it.
Oh,
They make some
oh,
of it.
oh. So
Right.
wait, is this sort of like the romance novels that women read? Get ya. He was a captain of a ship and he had a mighty mass. Arr!
But it's dirtier.
Oh, so really going R18. Okay. Oh, okay. That's wow. Well, it's
Yeah.
not a surprise, but I mean, if they're willing to make the romance novels that are very innuendic, I would say, and then you have a website like Book Talk that's willing to go deeper.
Well, there's no website.
Hmm.
You have to actually find it. And a lot of people that are underage, they're not going to be able to find this. It took
Good.
me months to find this. There's no way they're going to find this. And I'm
You
tech savvy.
oh, you have oh come on, don't they didn't update. Oh, good lord. All right, I'll be. Why would you ban me? I'm your number one fan. Well, thank you, Bob. I appreciate it. You want us to become stalkers or something? Do I need some kind of formal training for that? Yes. Just look at it and say, "You're pretty." All right. I gotta refresh my page. Just 1 second. I'll be right back. Be right back.
Oh my god, I'm on the screen. Ew.
I am back. Yeah, das ist.
Don't leave me on the screen like that.
Oh, I'll leave that on screen.
I was like, wait a minute.
What? Oh, but yeah, that's some crazy skills if you have to go look for something that doesn't exist. Oh, not anymore. I've returned. I have returned. But yeah, that's not surprising. Okay, I've seen the dark sides of the internet. I know what you speak of. Well, except that one. I didn't know that one, but still, I know what you speak of. What's the thing from Lord of the Rings or something like that? I think that's what it was. Uh, Forget it. Sorry, I don't stalk, just stroll. Aw. Oh, look at Midge. Look, she's got a YouTube too. What the? Oh, gosh dang it. Okay. Oh,
I just don't have anything on it. Maybe I should.
now I gotta go to the channel. Now I gotta say hello to your
No.
channel. Done. I've
Ew.
subscribed. She's got 18 followers. Look at that.
I don't even do anything.
I don't even do anything. That was early today. What? What was early today? What was early today? That was early today. Oh, are you saying something happened? Nah, comfortable. That was early. Are you saying something happened to you earlier today, or something completely different? I'm a little confused now. I am confused. I do not know what's going on. Ha 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 ha.
Confusion.
Confused. I am like so totally over this. Oh my
Mm-hmm.
gosh. Uh, oh, the refresh. Yeah, yeah. I had to do. Well, it's because they did an update in Rumble Studio, and I really dislike that when they do an update and you have to refresh. But it means I won't go out at the 2 hour mark. So yay me. But they really need to get that fixed. Tell them to hurry up, Neural. Whatever you can do, I'll give you all the data you want. Um, but yeah, you know what? I give my hat off to you for being someone who's willing to do the work to find the thing that has piqued your interest, and you found it, and you're like, don't go here. It doesn't exist. What doesn't exist? Exactly. Oh my goodness. Yeah, there's all sorts of those things out there. There's like what's the one? Isn't it called Archive of Our Own or something like that? I think that's one. Um, I think that's one where they do all sorts of stuff, but the internet is wild. He think feminism's stupid. Are you
It's
asking
just assume a gender.
Becky? You can't do that anymore. We're not about
I
that, okay?
don't like the name Becky.
Hey, Becky, you better calm it down, okay? Calm it
Uh,
down.
all right, there's a reason.
Okay, what's the reason?
Because American name is Rebecca.
Are you not American?
No, I'm Hawaiian
You're Hawaiian? You don't look like it.
because I'm half German.
You're half.
Hawaiian, German, made me.
That's good, yeah. That's good, yeah. Yeah. You come here, you try the show, and we are you're going to we're going to go later to a Venus.
Yeah,
Hmm.
I'm just telling you, it just smacks different.
Yeah, yeah, we go for Wiener Schnitzel and Spam. Yeah, yeah,
Hmm.
yeah. I get into so much trouble tonight. I don't know what to do myself. But no, that's interesting. You're half Hawaiian, half German. Um, wow, that must have been a match made in heaven for your parents, at least.
Now, my mom's native. Dad was in the military.
Mm. Oh, it's a military story. Ah, I see.
Yeah. Now,
Oh,
growing up on
uh,
an itty bitty island,
yeah,
being mixed,
yeah.
that's racism.
The place where they filmed Lost. Yes. Um,
It was bad.
wow. Oh, they really like that in Hawaii? If you're half, wow. They're all nice to the tourists, but when you're not a tourist, like
Yeah. There are some places not even tourists can actually go into, right?
what?
It's only designated for natives.
See, that's
Like,
interesting. It's the 50 like the 50th, no, 51st. It is the 51st state of America, and yet they're like
it was stolen.
it was stolen.
It was never actually
That
given.
well, it was well, yeah, okay. But then again, I mean that's like a
Look in the backstory of it.
well, okay. But it was also like the Indian thing too. We could go down this road with like the Native Americans, all that stuff.
Yeah.
But again, land is land. It's never stolen. It's conquered, and even then, it's conquered by someone else after that. So it's really never someone's. Uh,
No, no, this one was actually stolen by our government.
well, what isn't 51st? Yes, I said 51st. I corrected
It
myself.
is the 51st state. What do you mean?
Yeah, I said 51st. No, wait, we have 50th states. No, that's the 50th state. Oh gosh, why you guys mix me up like that? Oh, mother truckers. The 51st state is probably Canada, but that I doubt that will happen. Um,
It will happen.
she has stated so. Well, you know what? We will send
Yeah,
you for
I love my Canadian friends.
yeah. Well, I've had some Canadian people on before. It's just, their government is a little destroyed at this point in time. So, they're just kind of living on fumes. You know what? Actually, they're like that Bongino song. No, not that Bon Jovi song. Living on a prayer. Oh, oh, you're halfway there. Oh, oh, living on a prayer.
Oh man.
I saw in South Park they worship Elvis or something. They worship farts and all that sort of stuff. Yeah, that's South Park. Well, rather Hawaii be Chinese. She sounds like she'd rather Hawaii be Chinese. What? I wonder if he's saying rather be Hawaiian than Chinese. I'm not sure if this is what he's saying or not. I'm a little out of the loop on that one. Um, but yeah, all right. Well, you know what? It's still part of America and they still enjoy American benefits. So there you go. But at the end of the day, I'm glad you're at least here, bouncing like the bouncy girl you are. But what's the flavors you vape?
I don't flavors?
Yeah, they do flavors for vaping, don't they?
Yeah, that's for people that never smoked in their life. They just want to do it on a cool trend. All right. Real vapors like me,
Uh
we
huh.
have the nicotine flavor,
Uh huh.
all right, which is just menthol.
Mm,
All right. Then you got the cigarette flavor, and then you have like whatever other flavor it is. I think it's like bold or something.
mm,
I I I go with the menthol because I like the nice crisp taste of it.
mm.
I don't like the cigarette taste.
Yeah, neither would the person kissing you. But
Exactly.
Have you brushed your teeth yet? It tastes like it tastes like smoker. Ugh. 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 Oh. I remember when you see those commercials. That was the most autistic. Hey, you know what? It's what we're all about.
I'm not
Converse.
autistic.
She's just Atlantic.
Yeah. Gotta be more Pacific on that one, all right?
Oh my gosh. Or you know, oh my gosh. Um, Jen, was it, what was for Mean Girls? Gretchen had tried trying to make fetch happen. It's not gonna happen. Okay?
Exactly.
Yeah. Oh my god. See, I can do it too. It's not that hard. You have to do like Valley Girl voice with a little attitude. Like I went to the store and there was no food ever. I take I take apart scrape vapes. The smells that come out of it are so addictive. It's like candy. Ooh,
I like
lost.
candy.
One could say you are candy, but anyway, that's not the point.
I
Um,
I'm horrible for people's mouths.
okay, all right. Can you brand to Dare Dork? No, I'll be what I want. I'll tell you what I want, what I really, really want. You hear the story about the ostriches? The government Canada's trying to kill about 400 healthy birds over bird flu. Well, they did the same with chickens here in the United States. I see no difference. The real story has to do with big pharma cheap vaccine. And who's going to stop it? Let's talk about this. The funny thing with the political stories is the one thing I love about them is that they get talked about, but who's stopping the process of?
That's what I said. It's just like all talk. No action, all talk.
Hey, hey guys, I get a great idea. Hey, they're killing all these birds, but let's take months and months after they've already killed the birds to do anything about it instead of
Yes.
right now. But it suits you better. You know what? Calling you a fairy suits you better, but it's in your name. So I mean, you already took it anyway. So I'm not gonna try. But I just that's why I don't. That's why I can't do the whole 20 because it does like 24/7 news now on the content creator sphere too. Is like when you have political or whatever, it does feel like that because it feels like used to be CNN, all that stuff used to be 24/7, and now it feels like all of that is moving over to the content creators. The people, the landfills stopped it in the end. They will not take early birds. Well, that's great, but it's it's still going to happen because it hasn't been killed yet in the metaphorical sense, not a literal sense. The landfills stopped it in the end. Okay, so they did stop it. Okay, they stopped it for good. Okay, not the end, but for now. Well, exactly, it's not the end. They'll find another way. Um, Daraburn. Well, you know what? We'll go with that. Daraburn. You just got Daraburn on fire. But yeah, it's
That's
just like
hot.
yes, you are. But the thing of it is, it's just like it can't. Even when it got stopped, right? There are other stories that are like that too within any other government, and it's like, okay, so we talked about it. So why are we not doing anything? Well, we have to go through all these rules and regulations to get this done. So what you're telling me is that there's probably no possible way beyond court jurisdiction to stop them. Basically. All right, well then let's go. I have to tune out the news. It burns you out. Yeah, it's just it really gets tiring because there's nothing much there. The substance is not much. I mean, if it's like a natural disaster happened, sure. But I mean, when the Maui thing happened, right? When all those houses and stuff burned, what happened? Did anything happen? Did people get justice? Was this a form of justice? No. Oh, great. Well, let's just no more talk about that. Does she date alpha males or soy boys? Well, she is married, so and she has children. So I would think that question has already been resolved by those two matters at hand. I mean, she's 4'9". So she got it when the gotten was good. Okay, that's what I'm saying. The birds have the antibodies and they use the eggs in Japan to prevent the spread. Oh, okay, oh, I didn't know that, but still, it's kind of silly all the way around. Um, but alpha males are so wise. You know what? You could pick her up, putting on your back, and she'd be a great travel companion. I
Backpack, backpack.
can you
Yeah,
sign up? Can you swipe her? No swiping.
exactly. Don't swipe me.
Yeah, well, how else you can get you on someone's back? They have to swipe you first.
Yeah.
As you said, you when you go on a plane, you should have like valuable cargo on hold, and just have you someone carry you on. It's like, sir, that's another human being. It's valuable cargo space, okay? I carried it in. I'll carry it out. That's gonna get a little weird. We have to carry it to the restroom.
I even told one of my friends I will gladly join them on a plane
Uh,
if I could be their emotional support person.
oh, look at that. And then you just like disappear for the next 10 to 15 minutes. Like, where'd they go?
Yeah, exactly. I gotta emotionally support.
My yourself and then them. War
There we
horror
go.
does that too. Yeah, that's understandable as well. I get tired of it all the time. Well, and it's funny too, is like the images of people getting blown up and bloodied and all this stuff get shown pretty easily on Twitter X. But then when it comes to something that's raunchy or whatever, and it's like, nope, instantly it's like you haven't stopped people because it's the news and they can get away with it or whatever. But it's like it's there there are some things in this life as an adult I don't understand, and I think it's better just to let it go as is because I don't give a crap. Let's care about people, sure, that's fine, community, all this stuff. But when it comes to people wanting to talk about government and change, guess what? It's not much changing that you want to change, right? We don't have to want to go to war to save our country. Well, what exactly created the United States back in the day? They had to fight a war against their country they were once a part of. So you tell me how much your virtues are worth, and I'll show you a lot of people who aren't really fighting on the battleground they say they are. Well, other than soldiers, but that's a different story. But anyway, it is getting close to the 2 hour mark, and we're gonna start winding down because this lady has worn me out, and it's not even been that kind of time. But
I
anyway,
didn't even do anything yet.
whoo boy, it's like that meme you see of like James McAvoy when he has like the paper and he's like sweating to death and all that stuff like.
Uh-huh.
But anyway, so we're gonna do our self promotion stuff, and then we're gonna go and do who's coming tomorrow and all that stuff, and then we'll go from there. So, young lady, you have the incredible skill to do something amazing. Action.
Don't follow me.
Done with this.
Stalking is better. Do that.
Yes, but you can't. Nope, not gonna finish that. Um,
Come on.
That's what she said. But anyway, her link tree is down below. She's on Twitch, and well, all her stuff is in there. She's on X too. She's a bit of a feisty little person. You could say she's fun size, and you'd be right, but that's a limited fun size. But anyway, so her link tree's down below on both Rumble and YouTube. So give her a look, and if she's worth the follow, there you go. Look at that. And give a look if she's worth the follow. Why not? Why not? Why wouldn't you want to follow this firecracker or pudding
I'll
pop?
blow your mind. Oh, this is getting good.
Oh man, it's gonna be a discussion after. Um, um, Lord, please help me, Lord. I can't do this no more.
That reward. If you see me out in public, this is what you're getting.
Amen for that.
So you're kind of stuck with this.
Hey, you know what? If it were between, okay, so say you're in a bank vault, right, and the door's locked, and it's between you and a honey badger, I'll take you. But that can lead to a whole set of consequences, so I may have to choose the honey badger. So
Rude.
I don't know. I don't know if you'll say that 24 hours stuck with someone in a bank vault.
I
Um,
would. I would be rude.
I think the
Wow.
song. I think for the song "Looking for Love in All the Wrong Places" just turned out to be the right place to look for love.
That's the way to do it.
Oh, the stuff I come up with. All right, but anyway, for my, we are not gonna get out of this alive. But for my end of things, whether you're on the Rumble side or whether you're on the YouTube side, one is the other. Um, okay. Uh, if you mind leaving a like, sharing the content, leaving a comment or follow, anything that helps with the engagement factor is much appreciated because at the end of the day, not only do all it is help in being seen more, like all content creators want to be, like this 10-year veteran over here. It also helps in having other people on, like Midgstar, like Pudge TV, like Jack Tarlight, and like so many others. At the end of the day, I do this thing because I get to talk to many different people across the way, and it's been a wonderful. I've had on over 200 guests. Can you imagine that? Being on a show where someone could say I've had on over 200 guests, and you're like, what did you do? Do them all in one day? It's like, lady, I don't have that kind of energy. But I do know a woman who did 1,000 men, so I mean there is something there to it, but not like that. But anyway, anyway, again, and of course, I have a link down below. You can go there, look for. You can see my Twitter X, my email, my a link to Discord, but it's mostly for DMing. At the end of the day, uh, any help with the engagement factor is much appreciated. Of course, link down below. I believe honey badger is a shotgun. No, it's not a shotgun. Honey badger is an actual animal and dangerous
Rar.
too. Yes, very dangerous. You board 200 guests? What? No, I have had on over 200 guests. 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 Gotta hear that sound.
You're missing a T there.
Yeah, you're missing a T. Guests. That makes me want to do like a. So like scat. What do they call that? Scat? Yeah, I think they call it scat. But anyway, yeah. Any help with the engagement factor? Link down below, and of course, I don't know if I have to find it. Hold on. Did he? I think he. Nope, I can't because I had to refresh. Um. Oh, there you go. Look at that. She's right there too. Just look at her. It's right there. But for another thing too is, of course, I'm doing my surveys. And Neurostar, thank you for Neurodivergent. Thank you for all your help for that. But also, again, I am part of the partner program of Proton. And again, if you value privacy security as a company does that I use of the product I use of, Proton has a deal where they have, you just promoting their email thing right now, but their email, they do a 30-day free guarantee thing, or you can just make a free account and use that. There are higher tiers, but you do have to pay for them. So it is what it is. But at the end of the day, I promote it because I use the product, but I also believe in what they're doing as well. So if you want to take a look, that's fine. If not, guess you know what? I'm just doing this thing to try it. So, and that is the end of that part. Of course, tomorrow at 8, tomorrow is the 59th Pay It Forward stream. Last week we weren't able to do it because Rumble was being DDoSed, so that's always a fun thing. So couldn't do it then. But tomorrow is the 59th Pay It Forward stream. Of course, I will make sure to click. Scat is something not that. Don't research that. Oh, not that. Oh, good lord! Don't do that. Make sure to click there's link sound. There you go. Thank you for that, Neuro. But tomorrow's the 59th Pay For stream at 7 p.m. Eastern. But I will be having a guest on at 8 p.m. Eastern. C.R. Goodwin is the name. So C.R. Goodwin is coming on at 8 p.m. Eastern. So I hope to see you all there for that. And again, there won't be anything extra tonight because I do have to do. I'm I am helping someone get to work, driving them to work, so I do have to get going. But um, hope to be able to see you all for that. Again, my pay it forward stream is where I go around to the Rumble section, live stream section to kind of go around, spreading some love and some donos, and just kind of, you know, just kind of giving back to the Rumble side of things. So there's that. And also, the last thing I do as my guest, I hope you're ready for this, is a thing I like to call um, questions from a hat. I had to think about that for a second because I was like, what else am I supposed to talk about? Questions from a hat. Bought a hat from Rumble, put some questions in it. So what happens is, young lady, you get two freebie questions. And but if people want more than those two questions below the hat, they have to give a Rumble rant. Now, obviously, I'm on YouTube, but I'm not monetizable yet because I've not reached their levels or whatever. So I'm not monetized on YouTube. So sorry, YouTube. But if you are on the Rumble side, I am monetizable. So you can, whether it be $1, whether it be $500, doesn't matter. You do have to give a Rumble rant for more. But you did get one earlier from the Jack Tar lad. So that makes it three questions you get tonight because I am going to count that. So I'm going to pull the first one out. I'm going to see what the question is. No, I do not have the question of what size you are. That's not going to be a question.
Oh,
So don't worry about that.
oh, rude.
Denied. Becky, you are denied. All right, here's the first question. Let's read what it says. It says, okay, open first. It is, what is your least favorite word to say?
Well, actually, I have to think about this one. I
Like
don't
like
know.
like the word moist. Like, do you not like the
I
word
like that
moist?
word.
Oh Lord, I'm in trouble now. Um, but there's gotta be a word that once you hear it, you're like, ugh, a word that's so absurd. Is it, you know? If not, that's fine too. I have to be the sensible one around here. What do you mean sensible?
I don't know because I don't really hate anything. I don't dislike anything.
Mm.
I take everything, with a grain of salt. So,
I'm gonna have to do another question
yeah.
because that was just all right. For still first question. All right, here we go. Here's another one. We'll try to see what this is. This one is, what's a book that changed your perspective on something?
Oh, the child called it.
Oh, really? Oh, I named that book earlier, so wow. Yeah,
That was the one I grew up with. That's the one that actually made me survive my
yeah,
childhood.
yeah. I remember because there was another one too. There was a child called it, and then there was the one, like another one after it.
Uh huh.
But it was, you read that book, and that mom is atrocious. No,
Yeah.
even the word monster does not help with describing what kind of person this was. That woman was that that woman was meant not to be a mom, and by some circumstance some dude could not hold it in, and so that's how she became a mom. But that book was horrendous. The stuff described in it, like the one instance I says, like she tried to punish her son by putting his face into like the iron, like the
Yep.
little circular thing, while it was hot. Hell hath no fury than someone who pretends to be a mom and does such things.
Yeah.
And that was atrocious. All right, question number two, because I know how giddy you are for number two things.
Let's
Anyway,
go.
here we go. If you could make one silly law that everyone had to follow, what would it be? What?
One silly law.
One silly law. What one silly law?
Like the whole world would have to actually
That
obey?
everyone had to follow. That everyone had to follow.
All right. If men can do this, so should women. Go topless.
Well, actually, you can in New York. Chelsea
I
Handler.
talk about everywhere.
Oh well. Oh, okay. Okay, Becky. Gosh. Every time you come on here, you bring your attitude. No wonder Dennis
I'm a
doesn't like.
brat.
No wonder Dennis doesn't like you. Gosh.
Fucking hate Dennis.
Just actually, it reminds me. You know what it reminds me of? It reminds me of Napoleon Dynamite. Gosh. You know,
Yes.
just like that.
I
Well,
like his tater tots.
I do not. So there's something we must agree. I disagree on that. No tater tots. I will take waffle fries though.
Oh,
I will take the waffle
so
Chick-fil-A
good.
waffle fries. I actually, you know what? I had some of those earlier, and I was like, yes. I'll like don't eat it too much often though because I am trying to better my health. So I've been trying to do a
Ugh.
lot of. I've been trying. Well, I found that you could try to eat healthy, or you can try to sort of like do intermittent fasting, which I'm trying to do, which is kind of controlling how much you eat or when you eat and sort of stuff. I did you know the rich dad,
Just DM me. I'll give you my tips.
but I'm in. The fight begins. Did you know the Rich Dad Poor Dad? His books were a thing for a while. Yeah, they were, but I mean, he's still out there doing his stuff. But anyway, here's question number 3, right? Because we did, unless someone gives a rumble rant. What's a skill or hobby you've never tried but admire when others do it?
A skill or hobby.
Skill or hobby? Like when you see Dennis, right, and he's playing his little basketball and he's trying to show off to his friends. I mean, can you be ridiculous? So hot though.
Uh,
What?
uh
Do you want to type it into the private chat?
no. Um it's like playing an instrument. I can't do it.
You can't play an instrument?
I can't play an instrument. My hands are too freaking small.
Well, there's always the toy saxophone one that Jack Black played. Have
Like
you not?
the ukulele, I don't consider an instrument. It's more like a toy.
It is an instrument, and it's
It's a
Hawaiian.
toy. You could just string it around. It's a toy.
Hmm.
But like it's like the bigger instruments. I
Like
can't.
a tuba.
Yeah, I can't play.
Mm.
I yeah, I'm not good with that. Um, just keep your mind out of the gutter on that one. Um, yeah, I really want to play piano,
Mhm,
but it's really hard. Guitar is really cool.
mhm.
Yeah, that's just there's so much I want to do, but it's like really hard.
It sucks so hard to play when my hands are so small. Ah, ah, ah.
Steve knows what's on my mind.
The way she giggles is that you can just picture what's on her mind. I think I see too much, and if I stay too long, there's going to be a lot of trouble. Um, oh my goodness! But yes, that is. Yeah, no, I can understand. I was forced to play piano as a kid, so I don't remember much. But yeah, I was homeschooled as a kid, so it's part of their deal. Which homeschooling, it can be great for some, but when it doesn't feel like there's learning and it's just like taking tests all the time, yeah, yeah, it's one of those things. But I digress. I'm not going to speak on that anymore. But anyway, that is the end of the show. Um, of course, I want to thank all those in chat for being here. Especially since I did a double today. I was on a show and I have my own show. Although I do prefer the Pretty Ladies first. But anyway, I was glad to have, and of course, glad to have the Midgstar on. while she is small, she still shines bright. A little too brighter, and I may go blind, but she may enjoy that. So,
Let's go.
Midge, I can't see Midge. Wait, are you willing to help someone you've blinded, or are you just gonna let them stay?
Well, I don't know. I'm deaf.
You're deaf?
What
Refresh,
happened?
refresh,
So,
refresh. Yeah, just refresh. She's got it. Just refresh. She's back. It was my fault. I did it.
how,
I wanted to make you suffer. Oh, there you go. Look at that. There's
what more?
what?
What?
What exactly?
What?
But anyway, again tomorrow, 7 p.m. Eastern for the 59th Pay It Forward stream, and of course 8 p.m. Eastern for CR Goodwin. And again, thank you for coming on, Midgstar. You're always welcome back, because I know, man, I felt a little fire there, right there. So,
Well, I am an Aries.
well, I don't really go by that. I usually go. I mean,
I'm fiery.
well, if I were to go by that, it'd be like a Taurus. But I go by the Chinese New Year one, which is a dragon. I prefer the dragon better.
Oh,
Um,
yeah.
yeah, I'm a bit of a dragon. So there you go. But anyway, yeah, and you're always welcome to come back on. I always say that to everyone I have on. So,
Well, just DM me.
oh, that's a nope. I'm not gonna say
My
anymore.
DMs are always open.
Okay, and that's the end of the show. That's the end of the show. I think I got whiplash today. But anyway, I end the show with One Day With You by Pogo. And of course, if you want to see his other stuff, there's a link down below. Of course, some of another artist stuff I use as well. But again, hope to see you all tomorrow, 7 p.m. Eastern. Thank you all for being here, and I will see you next time. Bye.